as well. And here's a story captioned NLC to convene over cash crunch, failed transactions. And here's the story. The Nigeria Labour Congress says it will convene a meeting this week to review the cash situation in the country following the expiration of its 2-week ultimatum for the fluidity of currency transactions. On March 29, the union threatened to shut down 36 branches of the Central Bank of Nigeria due to the crunch. A 2-week grace expired on Tuesday. Now, the NLC chairman in Kano, Comrade Kabiru Inuwa, lamented the current failed transactions and poor network experienced by bank customers. He, however, told Nigeria Info on Wednesday the issue will be discussed at the meeting. Most of the recent observations are generally failed transactions and not cash crunch. So I'm aware it's going to be a subject of discussion when we meet, because we are receiving similar reports from different states. But we're supposed to meet today, that's Wednesday, but we did not. I'm sure we are going to meet this week, end of quote. Earlier, Nigeria Info monitored the situation across banks in the Kano metropolis and observed the long queues have moved from ATM points into banking halls where many customers complained of delayed transactions and poor network. A bank customer said, quote, I transferred 4,170,000 naira to another bank since Tuesday. I've already received my alert, but my customer at the other bank has not received the alert up till today. And you have several other similar situations as well added to that report. So let's talk about this development now. So here was the strategy. The NLC decided, you know what, this is wrong, this is terrible, it's not going quite right. Nigerians are suffering, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. They need to get their money. They need to spend money. The economy is going in the negative directions, going spiraling downhill. The banks are failing, e-transactions are failing, blah blah blah. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to shut down CBN branches across the country until the government and the CBN does something about this. And of course, as is customary in Nigeria, people in government started running helter-skelter. The CBN as well was running helter-skelter. Meetings were held, consultations, from the highest levels. Oga on top was calling Oga on top as well. And then NLC said, you know what? Okay, everyone just freeze. Just take a chill pill. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you two weeks, okay? 2 weeks, to sort this whole mess out. And then after that, we're going to review the situation and decide what our next course of action will be. So, now, the 2 weeks has expired. The 2 weeks given by the NLC has expired. And I guess there's going to be a meeting very soon to review the situation. So I'm asking you, the strategy employed by the NLC, did it work? Did it work? Did it yield the desired fruits? Did it yield the desired results? Has the cash crunch situation finally been addressed? Is it all over right now? The banks working well, mobile or internet transactions, are they working now? Perfectly? Or USSD code? Can you access cash easily now? Is everything working fine? Did the NLC strategy work? Let's talk about this. Lines open. Call 0817 93 0002, 0817 93 0003, or 0817 93 0007. And we're live on facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH. I guess we're not doing going live on Twitter at this time. But we've got a post on Twitter at Nigeria Info PH, so we'll drop a comment there as well. Via Twitter at Nigeria Info PH, facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH. Or call 0817 93 0007 or 0009. Let's start with some messages. I guess the entire Naira Notes redesign policy has failed. Instead of more of the new Naira Notes in circulation, Reversed is the case now. However, I think the NLC embarked on a should embark on a 5-day warning strike because things haven't normalized. That's from Fagabo Cliff. Oh, if you say it hasn't normalized, it hasn't normalized how, you know? And it's an interesting point that Cliff raises here when he says, I mean, even though based on the Supreme Court ruling, the old Naira notes are in circulation, I think till the end of the year. And I get the point that Cliff is making. We should be having more of the new Naira notes in circulation. We should be having that. We should be having that now. But I would think that by now we should have more of the new Naira notes in circulation than even the old ones, or maybe an almost equal percentage of new Naira notes as against old Naira notes. But it almost seems like nobody's even talking or thinking about the old Naira notes again, and it's all new Naira. Pardon me, no one is talking about the new Naira notes any longer. It's all old Naira notes now. It seems, you know. Anyways, 0817 93 0002 or 0003 is the number to call. Join also via facebook.com/Nigeria InfoPH. Did the NLC's strategy work? Hello, Hard Factor, welcome.
Yeah, Mario, good evening.
Hello, go ahead.
Yeah, on the issue of redesign, we are maybe surprised because just like what you rightly said, we expect now the new Naira note with different denomination was supposed to be in circulation. But you could barely see now. It was then that when we had scarcity of transaction that you could lay hand on one or two. Now, for you to see new Naira note is an issue. But I kept wondering, and he literally said that CBN used almost 1.something trillion to print new Naira notes. And to a point where money was so scarce, they literally told Nigeria on a press conference that the money the CBN printed can be tracked. So I was expecting the Nigerian Labour Congress to want to strike, not because of the scarcity of the current money in circulation. I was expecting them to give a warning strike to the CBN for the new Naira note issue. We are not seeing the money.
Yeah. However, you were saying you were expecting a strike. The NLC was going to embark on a strike, but they decided to give the CBN 2 weeks to. They decided to give the CBN 2 weeks to resolve. Sorry about that. They decided to give the CBN 2 weeks to resolve the situation. I don't know. Well, I guess the caller was suggesting that the 2 week reprieve given by the NLC was not relevant, that they should have embarked on at least maybe a warning strike. I think that's the point he was trying to make. And then there was some noise coming from his end that just wasn't helping the situation at all. So, call had to be ended. Hello, Hard Facts, please go on.
Yeah, good evening.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, Koro. I went to the bank today at Agri Road. Well, I saw 3 pieces of that. I'll be 6 pieces. They gave me 6 pieces. And new money. I mean, I don't value that new money, sir. I prefer that old one. Now, if you put that money inside, the water will seem to blue.
Hello, can you just address the matter that's being discussed now? What you think turns to blue or purple or indigo is not the subject of this conversation.
About the strike.
About the NLC strategy thus far.
Yes. They should leave the old Naira note to remain. They should not strike.
Okay, apparently you don't understand the essence or the point of the conversation at all. I'm not asking you if the Naira note is better than the old. Oh goodness. I'm not asking if the old Naira note is better than the new Naira note, or that the new Naira note gives you a pinkish, yellowish color. No, the NLC was going to embark on a strike. They were going to do that. And then after deliberations, discussions with government officials, very likely, that strike was suspended. And I think they were going to shut down CBN branches also across the country. The government was given 2 weeks to resolve the cash crunch situation. The 2 weeks has elapsed now. Did the NLC strategy pay off is what I'm asking. You would think that it is simple and straightforward, really. Hello, you're welcome.
Hello.
Hi, go ahead. Yes, you're welcome. Please go on.
Okay, I want to make contribution to the Naira note issue that you are discussing.
Go ahead.
Okay. And my one observation is this. Even the new Naira notes are being hoarded. A lot of people who have the new Naira notes have stopped using them as soon as the old Naira notes came into circulation. So that could also contribute to the scarcity of the new Naira notes that we are seeing in circulation. And prior to when
how about the NLC strategy to end the cash crunch? Has it paid off?
Come again?
How about the NLC strategy to ease the cash crunch, to improve it? Did that work out?
I don't think it has worked out. I don't think so. It has not, because the CBN is impervious to whatever pressure NLC may want to bring upon them. I don't think it has worked out. They have not increased the quantity of Naira notes that are supposed to be in circulation. What I think they basically did was the old Naira notes that they withheld, they just released some into circulation, irrespective of NLC's demand. That is my observation.
So what should the NLC have done back then, and what should the NLC do now?
Well, if you ask me, I don't think NLC can do much. This is a monetary issue. I don't think it has anything to do with the labor movement and all that.
Well, the NLC did threaten to shut down CBN branches across the country. The NLC did threaten to shut down CBN branches across the country. And then there were discussions, and then that plan was shelved by 2 weeks.
Yes. Yes, even the deadline given has expired, and if NLC go ahead and shut down the branches, I don't think it will have any impact. If you look at the CBN under the current dispensation, I don't think they've been yielding to public pressure and all that. The current government seems to have their own agenda, which they are going to push, irrespective of what people say. Recall that it took the Supreme Court to give an order that the 15th of March, something there around, that they were going to give a judgment or something like that, if you could recall. But they did say then that the status quo should remain, meaning that they shouldn't do anything about the issue of Naira notes or whatever. But they didn't obey. Till judgment was delivered, before they now started releasing the whole Naira notes. So if NLC go ahead and shut down the 36 branches of CBN, I don't think it will have any effect. My own advice would be that, look, let's be patient with this government. It's going on May 29. Instead of hitting up the policy again, which probably won't have any effect on them. It's the common man that will suffer at the end of the day. I would advise the NLC just to be patient, let the new administration come on board, then we'll see what they will do. For this current one, I don't think all that demand by NLC will have any effect.
All right. I've got a commercial break coming up right now, and 5:30 p.m. features headlines as well. Discussions on this matter continue after that. Please stay with us. We'll be right back in a bit. him. The major come out. However, the prior conversation continues. NLC to convene over cash crunch failed transactions. The Nigeria Labour Congress says it will convene a meeting this week to review the cash situation in the country following the expiration of its 2-week ultimatum for the fluidity of currency transactions. On March 29, the union threatened to shut down 36 branches of the CBN due to the crunch. A 2-week grace expired on Tuesday. NLC Chairman in Kano, Comrade Kabiru Inuwa, has lamented current failed transactions and poor network experienced by bank customers, and he said that all of this will be discussed at the meeting. According to him, quote, we were supposed to meet today, Wednesday, but we did not. I'm sure we're going to meet this week. So I'm asking you, the NLC strategy to give the government a 2-week reprieve of sorts to deal with the situation, did it pay off? Did it work out? Join the conversation. Hello, hard fact to welcome.
Hello, good evening.
Go ahead, please.
These are your person wants to call it from Abba.
Go ahead.
Concerning the issue on ground, like one of the callers rightly said, I think the right thing to do is for Nigerians to be patient with this administration because it's fastly coming to an end. It's just next month. You talk about NLC, if what they did has any effect, it has a just fire brigade approach in effect as usual in Nigeria. As I'm talking to you now, there are banks in Aba that up to 1 week now has no money. And the long queue is also back again. So which means federal government, to tell the truth, this administration know what they are doing. They have their own agenda. So no matter what Nigeria did, it doesn't push them. They just did it maybe to avert that shut down. And the whole thing has come back as it were before. So it just has a 2-week effect. I wish that NLC can go back to assess the outcome of it. But in conclusion of the whole matter, I think the best thing is for Nigerians to be patient. It's just a month or a month plus. The administration will be over. Let's see what the incoming administration will look like. Because in all ramifications from 2015 up to date, this administration has been the worst in listening. They don't listen. They decided to do what they want to do. So the whole queue, the whole thing, POS of a thing, scarcity of currency, the whole thing has gone back. I don't know if I'm talking about Abba,
yes,
where I stay. So the whole thing has gone back. The only little difference is that maybe in a day or in 2 days you can be able to get money, even if it is later you can be able to get.
Now, when you say that, you know, the people should do nothing, just be patient till this government goes out. This government still has at least a month in office, and that's a long time. That's a long time. Don't you think?
Like I said before, they have a month. What we have endured 8 years, is it a month that we cannot endure with?
No, the cash crunch situation was not endured for 8 years. Can you hear the point I'm making right now? Are you paying attention to anything I'm saying right now? It appears that what I'm saying to you has of no consequence at all. All right, good to hear from you. Hello, heartfelt to welcome. Please go ahead. Hello. Hello. Once again, 0817-923-0002 is the number to call. 0817-923-0003 as well. I've got some messages over here. For me, nothing is happening because till now banks in Oyigbo still don't have cash. A bank is paying 3K for different banks. If by now we can't access the money, calls for serious concerns. What will happen by the end of December 2023? Kelechi Kenneth sent that. Hello, hard fact to welcome. Yeah, hi, go ahead.
Yes, my name is Good evening.
Hello, go ahead, please. And just please speak louder.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Go ahead.
Well, the question you asked if the NLC trade have improved or not, I must tell you, absolutely no with capital letter, because when I heard that news, I read that news, it's just a mere threat. Because they cannot buy more than what they can shoot. They can't shut even one CBN branch in Nigeria across of the 50. We know this government. They have nothing to offer. So why are people saying that we should wait till we have just 1 month or 1 month plus for this government? Even if we have just 1 month plus, if this government goes, the president-elect, the new government coming, what is our plan? So they don't have any plans. So we don't have to put our hands and wash. We have to do the needful. This is really country that people authority come out of bed and give ultimatum, make noises that people are supposed to count and hold them accountability. And the end of it, nothing to write home about. This is painful being in Nigeria, seeing what all those God-affected politicians do. Now, I will tell you, it's very painful. Now, the clear people, like what I'm saying now, the clear charges is no longer the same again because to get cash now is very difficult. Your own money, to get your own money now is very difficult now. The queues are back in the banks. What are they telling us?
So what should the NLC do now?
To me, if you ask me, they should. Well, I know all what they are saying is just a mere threat because they cannot do anything. They are in the system, they know what is going on. They cannot do anything. They cannot do anything. It's just a mere threat. When I heard that news, I knew that it's just a mere threat. Because we have been hearing all series of threats, nothing has happened. When money exchange hands, everybody will keep quiet. So money has exchanged hands. So there's nothing they can do.
All right, sir. Thanks for your contribution. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, go ahead.
Good evening, Dayo.
Go ahead, please.
I'm Pastor Godfrey. Please, I want to know if Nigeria Labour Congress, is it the same Nigeria Labour Congress we know when Michael Imodu was the chairman, when Pascal Obafia was the chairman, when Adam Oshomole was chairman, or a different Nigeria Labour Congress? They are always threatening without action. What I mean that what government is doing today is Nigeria Labour Congress that gives them chance to do it. They just behave like a toothless bulldog. Why they have completives to buy? They refuse to buy. Are they dancing to the tune of federal government, or are they doing something that will please the masses? Thank you. God bless you, Dio.
Got some messages over here. New Naira notes. It's appalling that till now we do not have more of the new Naira notes in circulation. Nigerians should brace up because they might suffer the same fate of money scarcity come December 2023, just like we already did beginning of the year. They will never be proactive with their policies and actions typical of Nigerian government. And that's from Stanley. Good evening, Dial. Mine is the same issue. I transferred to my kid's school account only for the school to send me previous balance and current when I got to the bank. More than half of those in the customer service have same issues. The reason for the 2 weeks warning did not work. In my opinion, NLC should shut down the CBN banks. That's from Lily. Now, the NLC strategy has failed because it came late when many Nigerians would not have supported the strike. I believe both NLC and government know what they're doing. Why was NLC quiet at the peak of the suffering? They are colluding for selfish reasons. Good afternoon. NLC ultimatum and suspension. There is no strategy deployed by the NLC that can make any difference. Even if given to January 31, 2024 as deadline, these people will prove not to be ready for a change of currency you have in your possession. It's quite depressing to say the least. That's from Abu Karibo. For our Facebook, also Ime Brown goes, I love what the new leadership at NLC are doing. They should keep it up. We've got a commercial break coming up now. Top of the hour, 6 o'clock is the major news as well. Do please stick around. Hard Facts will be back in a bit.